What do I do? I'm from Pompey. I live in Pompey. This is Pompey. You give me any grout and I'll stand by it. Here's a grout, and here's me standing by it. Don't blame the grout, blame the person and technique, the people doing it. Give me any grout of the day and I could create exactly the same finish. The trick is with our little square sponge first. Once you wipe, tell the client you can't grout it the day after, you've got to grout it 30 days after. Make sure there's no sunshine on me shining, because otherwise everything is going to go off a lot quicker. You need at least 20% of wastage, so for this instance it's 12 square meters. That one bag will do 15 square meters, so that means I've got 3 square meters over the limit, which is perfectly enough for me to grout it. And the reason you shouldn't grout it the day after is because you've got to lay your mortar to come and evaporate all your water saltness. Otherwise, if you grout a couple of days straight after you lay, then all your efflorescence from the grit and salt that's been excavated from the sea and ocean, all the salt will evaporate and create a massive efflorescence for your joint, and then you kaput. First thing I need to do, remove all them bins, clean it all. I ask a hospital if they can have a crutches. They say they run out of crutches because a lot of people that claim benefits they all took crutches on something they go sign up, they got crutches with 20% ankle back to use a level for it. I should really start from that end, didn't I? Next stage, use electric broom to dry it up as much as you can, and then mix the grout. Way too hot. And the way to mix it, it's not as easy as hell. Nobody's been to hell. All you need is low speed mechanical mixer, but not the big one, long, you know, the one that spins faster, because if it spins like this as fast, you'll give a birth load to air bubbles. You want a small one. I use this 1.5 litre 6-year-old bottle of water. You want a fresh cold water, cold as possible. The colder the water, the bigger the time you can play with the grout. That day is about 1250 millimeters of water. That was 13. Now you mix it. Pour water in a bucket, put the grout in it and mix it. Low speed. No. Put in a half a bag only for start being. Then you fully mix it, and what you do after you mix it, you sit around for 5 minutes and wait for air bubbles to settle, and then mix up again for a good minute. Once it's fully mixed up, all you do now is sit around. How long is 2 minutes? I'll never go watch. Sun starts here and he will end up same spot really. That's 2 minutes, isn't it? Client gave me this coffee cup. It says Ali is the real boss, but I'm Aggie, I'm the boss here. Who's Ali? Oh, client's name, yeah. Client be always your boss. That's why the cup says Ali is the boss. Imagine if he said Aggie is the boss. 2 minutes is over. Now it's time for me to mix up a bit more. You know the grout is good mixed up because it looks like double cream. Now I've got 45 minutes to play around with the grout on the porcelain before it starts to set properly. So give yourself 40 minutes to 1 hour max in the shade. If the sunshine arrives and you grout in the sun, you got 20 minutes to half an hour to make sure you grout it up as little temperature as you can, 10-15 degrees in the shade, and then you'll have a lot more time to play around with the grout. Why do I talk so fast? I'm on my way to grout. I love grouting. Yes, one more thing. I've got a little joint here. You won't be able to grout all that joint up unless you get gaffer tape and gaffer tape it all, because you see, that's non-permeable. That's permeable. If you grout it, this is stained for your life. You can use them frog tapes, or you can use gaffer tapes. Frog tape better. I don't have frog tape. Well, that's not good, is it? tape it up more than you need. Then when I grout it up, boom, 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 grout sits in the joint, this is wipes off, and grout sits on the edge, just peel off, and there's no more grout left and no staining. Oh, Jesus Christ and gracious me. I can't move, my pins and needles kicked in now. Grout is going off. Grout is going off. Who gives a shit? I still got 20 minutes to grout over here. Don't worry, sunshine. Just take your time, count to 14 minutes in the shade and keep grouting. If that goes off, that's your reputation. You'll be scrubbing with elbows. People always won't give you no pressure. This way will give you pressure. I call this sweep and wipe. This, proper push it in. This way you can create bigger pressure, because we're dealing here with 20 small line Grand Canyons, not 10 small line Grand Canyons. This way you can't create push pressure. This way, however, you can. Use your both hands. When you push it, you'll see it's fully loaded, because you'll start pushing yourself upwards that way. It's all logic really, you know. No aggie, but you shouldn't use it this way. Look, I eat my bolognese sauce with sweet and sour sauce rather than bolognese sauce. Concentration in it, concentrating to grout. Could be worse. Imagine seeing a person next to you driving with a tongue out. Okay, let me be serious for a few seconds. Let me show you something. First sponge is just to shape it. Shape it. So the grout is as close to the surface as you can. You don't want to wipe it off, because you will have a little canyons. From the sunshine area and work your way to the shade, and always use square sponge first. Wipe off all your excess. "40 minutes since I started to grout. As long as your joints still dark colour, you'll be absolutely fine. My favourite part, once all of it is wiped with this one, you're safe. Don't panic. Circle motion. Don't worry about creating a mess, just keep doing. You want to get all the excess off. This is the most excess you can have of grout. As long as it's still dark colour, you'll be okay. I was a bit lazy, I think. What you do now, it happens, always make sure you got a bit of grout left over. Carry on as normal. And here. Lovely day. What you really want to do is you want to make sure all this patio is being dry for the 3 days with no rain. But as soon as it rains, fingers in the camera lens, as soon as it rains, you would have to wait another good solid 3 days for everything to kind of dry. If you got a window, grout it pretty much as soon as you can while it's dry. All this area, let me show you, it takes about 2 hours for me from arriving to set up, to grout it, to clean it. Nice and steady. You don't want to rush it, or worst, you don't want to grout it in the sun. So I've got a little patch of sunshine there, as you can see, that dries a lot quicker. Yeah, avoid sun. I had time once where I grouted in the sunshine. That's probably one of the jobs. End up using a silica pad, scrape it all off, you know what I mean? This is peaceful, it's easy. Just don't use your t-shirt or socks. But I'm not going to remove the gaffer tape here. That's going to be very last. What I've got to do now is clean it twice. Use a square sponge to shape the excess off and the grout joint. Let it settle a bit more, and then I use this squared this squared sponge, not punch. Don't use the flat one without square sponges in it, because this will absorb a lot more and clean a lot more. Rule thumb of rule, clean 3 times. Once, and clean this with this twice. Change your bucket of water every, say, 12-15 square meters, so as clean as it possibly can be. Stage 1 of wiping is done now. Client left me coffee on a bin. I have a coffee from the bin. A lot of people don't drink coffee from the bin, but I do, because the mug doesn't know it's on the top of the bin, and bin doesn't know there's a coffee in it, so drink it. It's gone off. What do I do? The grout's gone off. Shit. All of you have to come up now. Don't worry about it, I'll show you how to do this. It's easy, this is safe. I could leave and I can go home and this be absolutely safe with our big sponge. Find a client's bush. How long is this going to take? It's been now a good hour and a half. Everything has gone off but the joints. The joints are kind of semi-set and it's absolutely fine. You will just wipe off, clean off. Do this process twice, tile by tile, and you'll be safe as. It's still a bit playable, so it hasn't gone off as hard, just like that. You really want to be up and down and personal with each tile and each joint. You can see, just wipe. You don't need much water, you just need a sponge. It's wet enough. At this stage, you can wipe whichever way you like. You can wipe it this way. If you get the right timing, you can wipe it that way. It will not affect the joint. Looks supposed to ease. The trick is with our little square sponge first. Once you wipe everything off, it's just pretty much grouting dust that sets on it. Then it becomes very easy. For example, this looks scary, doesn't it? But it ain't. You just wipe. It's got a little bit here, don't worry about it. Just apply a bit of pressure. What you don't want is a lot of water in the sponge. You just want the sponge to be, as I said earlier, a little bit of water, moisturised. Let me show you from a distance. I'll show you once it's all done. Half an hour, 2 wipes, tile by tile, and she'll be very, very nice. So this is what she looks like after second wipe, and this is now hour 40. So the first wipe takes the longest, second wipe quicker, and a third wipe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. This is what second wipe looks like. This is after second wipe. You still got a bit of residue there, but it's absolutely fine. As you can see in the sunshine, the grout starts to set a bit off, but it's not a problem. The whole point of this video is don't blame the grout, blame the person and technique, the people doing it. Give me any grout of the day and I could create exactly the same finish. You got to consider the weather. At the moment it's 12 degrees, sunshine. Don't grout in sunshine because look how fast the set's already going off. Give yourself more shade early in the morning or late in the evening. But yeah, she'll be lovely. One more wipe, possibly one more after that. Change the water and off you go. Gaffer tape off in a minute after the next one. And that's why you should use gaffer tape or any masking tape around anything that's permeable. I do understand why people struggle with grouting. It's just technique. It's a lot easier to wipe third time because the third time what you really want to do is to have that so you can see where you're going to wipe. But as long as you wipe tile, 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 even when it's wet with clean water, you'll be absolutely sound. It's sound mush, you know. I'm from Pompey. I live in Pompey. This is Pompey. One motion. And done. Put it, one wipe, one motion, each tile. Done. Cherry on the top is pulling off the gaffer tape. Once you add a bit of moisture to it, the grout is awake. Quick wipe. Voila. Aggie, would you stand by Grout 3000? Yes, of course. You give me any grout and I'll stand by you. It's not the grout, remember. It's the grouter. There's a grout and here's me standing by it. I hope you enjoy this all. Hopefully this will save a lot of headaches for a lot of people. Best tip I can give you when it comes grouting is make sure you grout it on a day that it's not going to rain, and if you're not confident in grouting, don't grout with 5 kg bags, grout with 2.5 kg, clean everything, start again with 2.5 kg. The lower the temperature, best temperature is between 10-15 degrees is the best one. Anything above that you'll have to be a lot quicker. Anything below that it will take a while to cure, and too much moisture in the ground, a lot more efflorescence is going to be. This is what she looks like. She's nearly dry, joints are drying, and I'll speak to you all soon.